Hello, this is Kamal Bunkar and I hope you got the idea about what is Flutter and how does it work. In today's video, we are going through the Flutter project overview. And if you have the prior knowledge about the Java and the JavaScript, so the Flutter code is just a piece of cake for you because the coding part is very similar to Java and the JavaScript. Like in Java, we start the code from the run method. Same thing happening in the Flutter as well. And another thing is, what are the editor available for Flutter app development? So Flutter app can be developed in Android Studio, Visual Studio and Emac. And most of the people are using Android Studio. And we are using the Android Studio because there is a lot of option available and you can easily debug the code and everything is very easy in Android Studio. So first, I will show you the running Flutter app in Android, iOS and the web. In all the platform, you will see the similar look. And this is the beauty of Flutter. You need to write the one single code and it will work on all the platform. So one language for all platform. So let's move to the desktop. Okay, so as you can see, this is iPhone simulator. This is the Android emulator and this is a web app, and all are looking similar. Okay, so three different platform and one language. So if we will look over the code, so this is one single file. Okay, so as you can see, the welcome text, create account text, so this is a text, same text over there, and same code is working in all platform. There is no separate thing we need to write for the different platform. But there's an important thing. If at some point you want to add some platform specific code like margin, as you can see, the web browser screen is much wider than the phone screen. Okay, so if you are adding a suppose 20 pixel margin in phone, so 20 pixel margin won't work in the web browser. So what you can do, you can write the condition over there. If it is a web, so then add the 50 or whatever you want. Okay, if you want to write some code for iOS app, so you can also write the condition platform dot is window, is Android, is iOS, is Linux. So these condition you can add over there. Okay, so these are the flexibilities available in Flutter app development. Now we move to a new Flutter project and let's check what are the options available in Flutter project. So as you can see, when you open the new Flutter project, this is a lib folder, library folder. So we will write all the code inside this folder. Okay, and there is also Android folder. It is a native Android app folder. You can see all these things, Gradle file and the source file, all these things, and also iOS app folder, runner and all these things, assets. So this is a native Android app and iOS app folder. Now this is a default main method. As I told you, the Flutter start with the run method, so same thing is happening over there. And after that we will add the widget tree. You can create one widget, another widget, like that. You can create as many as you want. And the important thing is pubsec.yaml file. So this is the dependency file. You will add all your dependency or Flutter plugins in this file. Like Android Studio, we add the dependencies in Gradle file. This is a project level Gradle file and this is a module level Gradle file. Same thing in Flutter is pubsec.yaml file. Now, what are the options available in this window? So as you can see, in file window, you can create the new Flutter project, and we will talk about this in a later video. And if you want to run the Flutter, so there is an option available to run Flutter. There is an option for Firebase as well, Firebase, and create the virtual device manager, SDK manager, all option is available there. And when you will test your app, so it will be display in this list, drop down list. So right now I have enabled 3 test devices: web, Android and iOS app. So that's why it is showing over there. So how to create these devices I will show you in later videos. And this is the run button. When we will run the code, it will be display the response in logcat file, and also in Dart analysis you will see the warning and error message. And there is terminal available where you can execute the commands. So this is a rough overview about this Flutter project, and I will tell you everything in detail in further videos.